what is the FDNS and what is its role in H-1B regulations, and how does it conduct compliance reviews? Is this like they have bunch of applications they just pick up, or it's a random process? And what triggers the random process? Site visits, and how frequent are they? I've been hearing it, they've been pretty frequent now. And what are the procedures that are followed during FDNS site visits, and how should employers and the H-1B visa holders prepare?
So in terms of the site visit, you have an absolute right to counsel or an attorney in administrative proceedings. A site visit is an administrative proceeding. So I would say you should always have an attorney between you and the agency when you're dealing with the FDNS. In terms of what is FDNS, it's very unique in the federal government structure. So ordinarily, if you're going to be creating a sub-agency like that, you have to get something in the statute, something authorizing it in law before you can spend the money. So the way, before we had the INS, which was the judge, jury, and executioner of immigration law. In 2003, they split the INS's function into a bunch of different agencies. Now, USCIS was delegated explicitly only the authority to adjudicate. The authority to investigate was delegated to ICE. The way that system was supposed to work was that USCIS would suspect fraud, they would refer it to ICE, ICE would investigate, and then USCIS would get the results of the investigation. The reality is that the things that USCIS were referring to ICE were so trivial and so stupid that ICE didn't want to deal with it. They were actually looking at real fraud. And so the USCIS referrals just went by the wayside. Nobody was acting on them. So they looked at their budget and they said, we don't have to go to Congress for money. So what we'll do is we will divert money from hiring new adjudicators and paying for facilities to adjudicate petitions. And we will create this internal police force. And that's what they did with FDNS. And they did it without regulation. They did it without statute. And it just pops up out of nowhere. Coincidentally, at a time when they're facing the longest backlogs, I think, in immigration history. So the FDNS has gone up to over 2,000 employees in the last couple of years. The 2,000 adjudicators could have done a lot for all these backlogs.
And the FDNS, typically when they began this program, this was more contractor based, correct?
Yeah, so for FDNS, once you get approved, your visa petition approved, then your receipt number gets put into what is an allegedly random selection process. And if you get selected for the site visit, then FDNS contacts you or the employer. So the reality why they do the fraud detection on the back end is because there's a court order against them saying that they can't consider certain things on the visa petition adjudication. But it's just clear that it's adjudication of the petition. What USCIS is doing is they're enforcing those same rules that the court prohibited on the back end and through the site visit process. And so that's why they do it in that sequence.
Okay.
Are you an IT consultant seeking a new opportunity? We offer job placement services for U.S. citizens, green cards, EADs, and visa holders. We also sponsor various work visas like H-1B, E3, TN, and green cards. 20 plus years of experience in the industry. Exceptional employee benefits. Highly rated by our employees. Global presence with 200 plus recruiters and direct clients. Connect with us. Call us on the number 833-412-8472 or mail us at support@higheritpeople.com or visit our website www.higheritpeople.com.